Ooh, this is so juicy. Nikki Haley is accusing Donald Trump of lying. Some of you might know that Nikki Haley previously served in Donald Trump's administration as a U.S. ambassador to the United Nations. And she ran against the Apprentice alum in the Republican primaries and lost. And up until recently, was critical of Ivana Trump's ex-husband. Well, a few days ago, the convicted felon released a statement that read as following: I will not be inviting former Ambassador Nikki Haley or former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo to join the Trump administration, which is currently in formation. I very much enjoyed and appreciated working with them previously and would like to thank them for their service to our country. Make America great again. Well, almost instantly after the Trump University founder shared that on his Truth Social, Nikki responded on First Lady Elon Musk's platform and said the following: I was proud to work with President Trump defending America at the United Nations. I wish him and all who serve great success in moving us forward to a stronger, safer America over the next 4 years. She was playing the game and playing it safe. Well, now we got the real tea, and it's piping hot. First, did you know that Nikki Haley has a show on Sirius XM? I did not know that. She does. And on today's episode of Nikki Haley Live, she let us know the truth. The former governor of South Carolina said, quote, I had no interest in being in his cabinet. He knew that. I have made it clear to everyone that I was not interested in the administration. So she claims she was not the one interested. He said she was not invited. He said, she said. Haley says that her husband and son were upset by Trump's post and asked why she didn't respond publicly that she wasn't interested in a position. Instead, she released that flowery statement that I read a moment ago. Haley explains, the truth is, I know the game he was playing. I don't need to play that game. But more importantly, we have to look at the bigger picture. It is time to move on. The American people have spoken and spoken very loudly. And at this point, we should pray that President Trump does well. We should pray that everyone that he appoints does well. We should hope, for the sake of our kids and generations to follow us, that all of this goes forward. But not RFK Jr., please, or Matt Gaetz, you know, that dude, fan of teenagers. But no hard feelings, says Nikki Haley. She says, do I take it personally? No, that's who he is. He can be shallow at times, and I think he showed that. But I don't have to be shallow, and at the end of the day, I'm very comfortable with where I am and comfortable with what happened. Haley also reveals that she and her husband were visited in South Carolina by Trump's close confidant, Steve Witkoff, who, quote, basically wanted a truce between me and Donald Trump. And I told him at the time there was no truce needed. She added that Trump had my support. There was no issue on my end. And at that point, he was like, what do you want? Tell me what you want. Is there anything you want? And I said, there's nothing I want, and there wasn't anything I wanted. And she's just dropping more receipts. Nikki Haley also says that just several weeks ago, Trump's transition co-chair, Howard Lutnick, asked, quote, if I knew of people that would be good in the cabinet, if there was any insight. Haley said she gave a couple of suggestions, but I did not ask anything for me. What I said is, I think it's really important that Trump surround himself with people that are going to tell him the truth. He doesn't want that, girl. He does not want that. And I know you mentioned someone that I thought would be good for Commerce Secretary and mentioned that I thought the UN ambassador should be a cabinet pick, blah, 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 blah. She's not perfect, but I kind of like Nikki Haley. I like her. And allegedly she's a war hawk. I don't like that. You know, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, except Pete Buttigieg. He's practically Mary Poppins, but he's gay. And America's never, in my lifetime, going to elect a gay male president. If they're not going to elect a qualified woman, they're not going to elect a gay man. Anyways, I believe Nikki Haley. Do you? Thoughts on what she said? Let me know everything you're thinking in the comments section.